character Jonah, who's this sort of ambitious young father and academic who obviously is kind of in denial of the grief he's feeling for his mother, needed something more subtle and a more of an internal life, perhaps. And I think Jesse did that very well. I started out as a filmmaker in Norway, making films about people and relationships, and the first film we made, Reprise, was distributed by Miramax here about 8 years ago. And it gave me and my team this idea that we wanted to try to do an American film. So we started exploring the story of a family in New York. And I think one of the reasons we wanted to do that was to work with an international cast, to be honest with you. And we got some really great people involved. But as it turned out, it was also a bit of an anthropological experience for me to go to America and to, you know, I haven't been to an American high school, so me and my co-writer had to go there and do some research. And I think the kids were very generous, not freaking out as they had these two grown Norwegian in the back of the class with notepads, you know, trying to kind of look into their life. I always try to be specific about the characters I portray, but I also think that some of these themes of dealing with grief and love and to be a family, the story of being brothers, siblings, they're kind of universal. I think that's the reason that my Norwegian films have traveled abroad as well, is that I hopefully, you know, deal with things that are more fundamental than just what kind of sneakers or what kind of breakfast people are eating. You know? The story deals with the aftermath of the passing of a mother in a family. And even though in the present tense of the story she's not really there, we see her through flashbacks. And we needed someone very iconic, someone very special, that in those moments that she is in the film had that effect, that you could really feel her aftermath and her absence. And I think, you know, Isabelle Huppert is probably one of my favorite actors in the world, to be honest with you. And I'm very pleased that she came in and wanted to do this film with us. The toughest part to cast in the film is the young son, the little brother in the family, Conrad. And I was very nervous because I knew that I had great performers in all the other roles. How would I find a real 15-year-old that could portray in a more nuanced way this kind of introvert teenager and make it poignant, make it interesting? Our wonderful casting director, Laura Rosenthal, found Devin Druitt. And after 5 minutes, it was kind of obvious that he was remarkable.